So welcome to this brand new series on Football Manager 2023, a mini series where we are going to take charge of Brighton, who are bottom of the Premier League, and we have 6 months to take them up to 17th place minimum and save them from relegation. Now, they have not won a single game yet this season. Now, if you are excited for this mini series, you want to go and check out my Build a Nation series, my guides, my experiments, make sure you do go down and subscribe to this channel so you do not miss any more content going forward. But let's add a manager as Brighton manager and let's see what we have to deal with. We'll tick these and just go with whatever's standard for this level. Board expectation, attempt to avoid relegation. I like that idea with the position we're currently in. Let's just quickly retire my other manager. Okay, so here we are. Former manager Brighton has decided Bram Ellison has retired because another Bram Ellison has just become manager of Brighton. Let's attend the standard press conference. Oh, I'm so excited. Click, 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 click. I said you're going to see everything. We've just clicked through a press conference like you've never seen it before. Okay, so how's it gone so far for them? Well, they beat Wimbledon, so the only victory in August was in the EFL Cup. They then went all the way through until November before they got the next victory, which was in the EFL Cup again. They knocked Chelsea out of the EFL Cup 4th round, so we are into the quarter-finals against Manchester United. We've got West Ham at home in the FA Cup as well. I would rather not focus on the cup competitions if I'm being honest with you. Our first league game, obviously, is in 1 day's time against Fulham away from home. And then Nottingham Forest at home, that Nottingham Forest home game, that's a must-win. That's a must-win. You've got Arsenal at home again after that. Brentford away, Bournemouth away. Them 2 games we need to be looking at getting points, and Fulham at home. So maybe in February we can pick up some points, I'm hoping. Leeds at home, Villa at home, United away. We've got Tottenham at home, Leicester, Man City away, Wolves away, West Ham at home. And then we end up with 3 home games in the final 4. Newcastle at home, Southampton at home, and Crystal Palace at home before finishing away to Everton. Okay, there's some games we can win, obviously. We are a lot of points behind. Let's remove people who are out on loan elsewhere out of this squad so we can see exactly what we have to deal with here. Let's get rid of them, shall we? Okay, so everyone's been removed. Obviously, Evan Ferguson stands out because in real life, he really has started to step up for Brighton and he looks a decent player. In the game, he's 6 foot tall, good finishing, good heading, good determination. He's definitely a decent player. He's not scored yet in the league though this season, but they've not won games. So we can assume when we look through this, nobody's really stood out. Nobody's stepped up. Goals-wise, top goal scorer is Danny Welbeck. 5 starts, he's got 6 goals. Very talented player still at the age of 32, definitely. So somebody we do need to get on side and get him enjoying playing for us. And in terms of assists, the highest assist is 3, which is Trossard, who has left in real life now, gone to Arsenal. But again, hopefully we can utilise him and get him playing to the best of his ability as well. So looking through the team, we've got wing backs, we've got the likes of Lamptey, we've got Gilbert as well, who's a very solid French right back. Left back wise, we've got Ant-Nouri, who has just come in this season from Wolves. Was good at Wolves as well, definitely a player I did like to watch. You've got Adam Lallana, who's out injured for 6 days to 2 weeks. World Cup winner McAllister now as well. Very, very good player. Definitely someone we need to be using to the best of our ability. We've got Billy Gilmore, who was signed from Chelsea because Graham Potter liked the look of him. And then Graham Potter went to Chelsea, so that defeats that idea. Moise Caicedo, who was linked with Arsenal, etc. in January in real life as well. Who again, tackling 17, passing, very talented player. Maybe him as a ball in midfield alongside Billy Gilmore as an option there. Sully March, Pascal Gross, who again started the season on fire in real life. This season, within the game, 6.81 average, 2 goals, 1 assist. Needs to do better. He's actually transfer listed as well. Is that by choice? Because I don't want him to be transfer listed. It's not by choice. So we're going to go to squad, agreed playing time. He is a regular starter set as, okay. Mintoma, who in real life, again, I'm basing a lot of who we're looking at here on real life. Mintoma has been fantastic for Brighton so far this season. Looked really, really talented and great find. So got to see if we can utilise him as well. But we've got a lot of inside forwards, inside inverted wingers. We've got a good solid midfield, the likes of Gilmore, Caicedo. You've got Pascal Gross. And now I'm thinking the likes of Trossard. You've got Mintoma. You've got Danny Welbeck, could play as an inside forward. You've got Solly Marsh, like we said. You've got McAllister as well. We've not thought about maybe in behind the striker. I'm thinking of 4-2-3-1 with wing-backs. And one of the positives about thinking this is I'm actually using the same tactic with my Build a Nation save. The wing-back formation, and we are playing... we're playing low crosses at the minute on that tactic. That is something which could work then, just adjusting these. Let's get the players in and let's see exactly what we're thinking. Okay, so I've put our starting 11 together. Sanchez in goal. I've gone with Tarek Lamptey at right back due to the fact of he's so quick and we're using attacking wing backs. Maybe when we go for the more standard 4-2-3-1 as our second tactic, maybe we will actually rotate him out and we maybe need a home and away squad selection. Obviously, I did make a guide on squad selection. You can find it, obviously, in the FM guides on my channel. Veltman and Webster at the back. We do have Lewis Dunk as well, who obviously is a very good player. So maybe Veltman can move over right back in that standard tactic. But we do obviously also have Gilbert. 8 Nori, because he seems to be more all-round left wing back. Gross in centre midfield on support. He is better in centre midfield on attack. But I think we'll be taking too much of a risk doing that, alongside Caicedo as a ball midfielder. McAllister in the support role because it suits him best. Trossard as an inverted winger, not an inside forward, because it suited him best again. March as an inverted winger, and then Welbeck as a pressing forward because I want someone who is pressing, chasing it down, and when he wins it back, the inverted wingers are in there offering support. Now, having overlap on the left and right with the inverted wingers will confirm and make sure that our fullbacks are getting forward as quickly as possible. So I do like that setting on, just to make sure we are bombing ourselves forward best we can from them positions and making it 2v1 if possible in them positions. So financially, going into January, we do have the ability to hopefully add, sell and adjust our team to the best of our ability to make ourselves stronger for the battle of saving Brighton and keeping them in the Premier League. We have 40 million in the bank. We have 46 million transfer budget. We are over our current wage spendings, but we can adjust that once the game continues. When you first start, you can't do that, which is always annoying. But we're probably going to have to lose a good 5 or 10 million to make sure we have money available to make sure we stay in the Premier League, because we've not won a game all season. It's not going to be easy. We need to step up. I'm thinking what I'm going to do then is I'm going to actually save this selection as home 11. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go into here. We're going to load another tactic, the 4-2-3-1 standard. Now the only difference is the fullbacks drop back. They should be both on support. I guess when I saved it, I had been making an adjustment. Inverted winger on attack. Inverted winger on attack. Now, we will also have 2 ball winning midfield, so Gross is either going to have to step up with that, or we will swap him out when we are using this team. So I would say that the difference I'm going to make here is Veltman's going to come out. I might actually move Veltman over to this fullback role because he's a lot more solid as a defender. And I'm wondering if any of these adjustments need to change because we are playing in the Premier League. But I think I'm happy with what we have here, and it's only them slight adjustments. Just to make sure our corner setup is correct. It's not, so we will click load all. Score more corners, which is a setup I've been working on, which has the winger coming short, which drags out a player actually from the front post, which leaves these players free and does create a lot more opportunities for your team. Let's just make sure on this one as well it is set up correctly. Let's just load all setups, score more corners. Thank you very much. And yeah, very, very pleased with our 11 so far. I think I'm happy with that. Let's just save this one as away 11. I think it's important we do have two teams and two plans, because going away from home, some of the big six, we can't be bombing on with our wing backs. We just can't be doing it. Okay, so our bench is picked. I do like this guy, came from the Ajax Academy. Looks a very, very talented player. 5'10", so definitely is a right back or central defensive mid. But definitely a good talent. The only reason I'm not putting him in as a consideration for the starting team, we're trying to get out of a very sticky situation. A 19-year-old kid new to the division might not be the best option. Billy Gilmore's on the bench, Mitoma, Evan Ferguson, then we have the backup left back as well, Purvis, who we're going to go with because pronouncing that second name is going to be just a disaster. Now, I have a youth intake preview on this opening thing. We have a few A-stars, which would be nice if it was a long-term save. Okay, so we expected to attempt to avoid relegation. We're just going to accept that because that's what we're here for. Frederick Gulbert is not happy about initial agreed playing time. He is a squad player, so I don't know what Brighton have been doing to upset him that much, but we'll leave it how it is. Lewis Duncan and Lallana, which again we will leave as it is because again we don't want to upset people when we've just come in. Monthly staff meetings are complete and utter waste of time, but we will head over to our staff side. Remove that our assistant is setting up friendlies. Training wise, I'm going to set my assistant. Do I not have an assistant manager? I don't have an assistant manager. Okay. Step 1 is fixing an assistant manager, and we have space for another coach. A defensive coach would be key. An assistant manager would be key. Now, I have noticed we actually have a pre-arranged transfer for Fasundo, we're going to go with, because that's a mouthful and there's no way I'm getting that out. Coming in actually tomorrow, he looks a very, very talented 18-year-old Argentine. Is he what we need for a relegation battle? Maybe not, but it's nice to see the building for the future. Okay, let's introduce ourselves to the team. Let's see if we can get them happy. I'm not going to say anything about that. I think we're good enough to avoid relegation. And where how badly things under that. So I want to let you know that I won't be judging you whether you... No, I will be judging you. Give everything and try to avoid them. Yeah, just give everything you can. See what happens. Brilliant, yeah, that's it. That's it. Happy days. Let's see what we can do. Have put in an offer for an assistant manager and a coach. So hopefully that comes through. But I don't think it's going to come through now, which means I can't actually show you how our squad could look, which is a bit upsetting. But hopefully our new assistant manager will come before the cup games, so we have a bit of time. But we're going straight into Fulham versus Brighton with no assistant manager. We've had 1 day at the club. People unhappy. McAllister's still likely injured. I'm wondering if maybe we drop to Billy Gilmore there on support and Pascal Gross behind the striker, and we go with this for the opening game. There's a lot of people. Wanting to leave still as well, which is a bit of a worry. But we do what we can do. We do what we can do, and we see what we can see. Colwell, how good is this guy here? Netherlands, 22 years old. Came after being he was on loan at Blackburn, sorry. 6'2". He's a good player. He's a good player. I mean, I guess the question is, do we go gung-ho against Fulham and try to see if we can shock them by being on the front foot? Or do we go with the away tactic and be a bit more solid? Where are Fulham in the league? They're 12th. How is their recent form? They've lost the last 2. They did win 3 before that, but they're very up and down. They've lost the last 2. I think I want to go at them. think I do want to go at them. These kind of teams are the teams we should be able to pick up points against if we want to survive. If we want to survive, we've got to pick up points against these kind of teams. Pump Fist, we've got nothing to lose. No, I'd like to put an end to the poo run of form. It's a special day. Let's get this underway, shall we? Okay, we're 10 minutes in. Let's just give a fire-up shout to the players, shall we? Quick look at the analysis so far of how our team is looking. Very deep on the left wing back, by the way. What's going on there? Yeah, okay. Not looking the best at the minute, I'm not going to lie. You can see Veltman and Moise Caicedo's been on the ball the most so far in terms of passes. So they seem to be the players getting involved early on in the first 10. This is a corner for Fulham. Comes in front post and it's in. Mitrovic, who's an absolute man-mountain, getting the goal to make it Fulham 1, Brighton 0. We do go 1-0 down in our first game as manager. We just switched it up to attack and see if we can get back into it quickly and just give the demand more shout to hope for a reaction after the goal. Here we are, left-hand side, ball comes in, over everybody. Lamptey puts it back across, it's rebounded around. Caicedo's going to pick it up, recycle play, goes down the line to Lamptey, ball in, good ball in, good ball in, get in there! Pascal Gross makes it Fulham 1, Brighton 1. Do we keep? Yeah, we keep on them. We keep on them because we've pulled it back to 1-1. I'm going to fire them up. Keep on them. Come on. 1-1. Trossard with the free kick out wide. Back post, but it's cleared away. But we do get Billy Gilmore. Billy Gilmore from what? 30 yards out. Curls one into the back of the net to make it Fulham 1, Brighton 2. Oh my days, what a goal this is. Free kick comes in, cleared away, Gilmore there, just bends it in. Absolutely spectacular. Oh my days. I didn't even, that highlight just popped out of nowhere as Bobby De Cova-Reid makes it Fulham 2, Brighton 2. I'm going to demand more because we went 2-1 up and then it looks like we've just fell asleep. So they had a free kick, it was cleared away, comes out, he picks it up, 2 touches, and then buries it in the top corner from 25 yards. Another highlight here before half-time, and again, it's Fulham on the attack. We do get it away with Robinson now, down the left-hand side, goes past Caicedo, whips it in, Mitrovic, second of the game for Mitrovic, makes it Fulham 3, Brighton 2. Oh, it's not good for my heart having games like this. What is going on? Kick-off highlight. What's going to happen here? Veltman goes out to Lamptey. Lamptey goes down the line to Marsh. Solly Marsh, is he going to cut back? He battles on, but he does keep the ball. Now he cuts back. Caicedo whips it in. Welbeck doesn't get to it. It's clear, but we do pick it up again. But no, they've now got it edge of the box. And they start playing it out. And they do go long over the top, but we do win it. Right, Caicedo, it's backwards and forwards this game at the minute. What a first game in charge. Marsh across, it's 3-3. Danny Welbeck, it's going to be offside. It's going to be offside. Danny Welbeck there, it's Marsh who they call him the offside on. Checking, goal line review. Goal awarded! Fulham 3, Brighton 3. Get in there! Caicedo down the... Marsh wasn't even close to offside, by the way. Why? I'm guessing they pulled that back just to make us panic a little bit. 3-3. We've been the better team. Just keep doing what you're doing. How are we doing fitness-wise? Marsh is struggling massively. How good's this guy? This guy is a proper striker, isn't he? 26-year-old German. Good goal scoring record. Union Saint G, I'm going to call them. I wonder if we can maybe then... Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to bring on Mitoma and swap him and Trossard round. Because Trossard can play on the right. No doubt about it. Probably is just a normal winger. Iwoma, I think you were you right-footed or left-footed? You were right-footed, so we'll keep you as an inverted winger. But we're going to have to do it because March really was struggling fitness-wise. So that's the only substitution at half-time there. Bert Leno in goal for Fulham. Plays a long ball forward. Do we win it? We do. Webster picks it up. Casido now to Pascal Gross. Just loses it straight away there. I mean, that was poor. Okay, on the back foot there for Tariq Lamptey. Has he cost us? No. Hit the post. We get it away. But Tariq Lamptey watching the ball there as the Fulham player just gets in and collects it. We need better performance than that. That was disappointing. Tariq Lamptey, the ball in. Welbeck. Danny Welbeck's playing at 7.3. Matoma 6.6. Trossard's at 6.4 now. I'm definitely seeing that we are looking weaker at right wing. 100%. Veltman's on yellow and he deserved the yellow. I'm worried there. I'm thinking I'm going to bring in Lewis Dunk, who is back from injury. Webster alongside him, we just need to hope doesn't pick up another yellow card there now, I think. We can't change both our centre-backs. That's reckless. We are still on the attacking mentality. We're going to fire the team up. Okay, a highlight here is Fulham get the ball cleared. The highlight started with the ball in their box. Right, Lewis Dunk to Tariq Lamptey. He plays, I mean, it's definitely a ball. Matoma, inside, Danny Welbeck. Oh, Danny Welbeck. Finish that, my friend. I think what we're going to do is we are going to make a couple of changes here. We're going to take off Danny Welbeck for Undav, I think. I like the look of him. So we've done that change there. Wrench we're going to bring on for Lamptey because, I don't know, I'm not a big fan. And then at Nuri at left wing back as well. So we've changed both our wing backs now. Fresh legs in such a vital position with this attacking tactic. Oh no, it's a highlight. But we do intercept it. And our left back who we've just brought on is on a yellow card already. He's been on the pitch for like 3 minutes. Not even 3 minutes. Right, Matoma comes inside. Matoma shoots. Oh, he's been scoring a few of them in real life recently, so we will allow that. Right, it's our... Oh, no. Set piece for us. Ball in, cleared. Oh, no, it's a counter. It's a counter. Come on. Get back and win the ball. Get back and win the... hello? Who is this? Billy Gilmore, you might have just got yourself sacked. No, we do get rid of it. If we conceded from this... Billy Gilmore, what are you doing, my man? You were there. You had it. What are we doing? Is he offside? He's onside there. He's onside. He's not even close to offside, is he? What are we doing? Come on. He's still not reviewed. Yeah, he's well onside. Unfortunately. Can we, I mean, I don't think so, but can we just somehow get back into this in the last couple of minutes? I doubt it. It looks like we're going to lose our first game, but we have seen a lot in terms of starting to understand what we need to do. We lost the game. Despite the result, I'm genuinely pleased with the performance. That was away from home. And we genuinely looked fairly decent. We have 2 cup games coming up. As well, which does present the opportunity. I mean, right, press conferences in Football Manager desperately need an overhaul because you don't have to look. You can just click. I always try to do them because it keeps the media happy, which keeps them on side so they don't upset the club. But they're just not needed almost at this point. I'm thinking we need a right winger. And McAllister's going to come in and attack in mid. Gross can drop back. I would like 2 ball-winning midfielders in there because then it gives the freedom for the people in front. I would like a right winger. So that's 2 players we need. The question is, where do we go hunting for these 2 players we need? Like, do we investigate, okay, who is performing out of their skin in one division below? Who is looking like they maybe could step up? Because if you go to like player overview, for example, and go into assists, okay, there's 3 players who have got a lot of assists. You've got Alan Campbell, Johnny Howson, who's 34, and Paddy McNair, who doesn't fit in the positions where we need. Alan Campbell looks like he could potentially be a very solid ball-winning midfielder. In fact, actually, it looks like he could be a very solid ball-winning midfielder. Good tackling, decent passing, good marking, good work rate, good teamwork, great determination. Decisions could let him down, but okay. Pace as well could let him down, but again, we're not shopping at the top table. These are the places we might need to go. Balls, clicked the wrong one. Back on most assists. I'll tell you what, let's can we scout him just for a week and just to see, is he as good as at first glance? And then, like I say, we need a winger. So again, most dribbles made, maybe. You've got the likes of Ismail Sarr at Watford, for example. Could he be the type of player who would just slot straight in? Have they sold him before we've even got here? I'm looking. Am I blind? Can you see him and I just can't? I think they might have sold him. Let's scroll all the way down. Yeah, they've sold him to Leicester for 29 million. So maybe I am right. Maybe he was the type of player we need to fit into this squad. But we've got to go on to players in range. This is players who we know because of our scouting package. Can we adjust this now? We can. So very nice. Let's go to 36. It gives us 140,000. Who is listed in the world at the minute as transfer listed? I'm just wondering, because of this being on here, I'm going to swap players' names to here just so you guys can see the players' names. We've got Lucas Vasquez, for example. Could he be an option on the right wing? He's decent defensively as well, so he offers a bit of backup there. High wage, but he is 31, so he does have the experience needed. Does Lucas Vasquez speak English though? Because I need people who can fit in quickly. He doesn't. He only speaks Spanish, and I think in a 6-month save, it's almost a risk signing someone who might struggle to settle in quickly. Hakim Ziyech, for example, could be another option as well. Would him on one wing and Trossard on the other offer enough to make ourselves stay in the division? That could be an option. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to add him to the shortlist, and we will check out the shortlist in a while. Kevin Campy, transfer listed at Leipzig. Again, great work rate, good teamwork. At the same time, I've got my eyes open for people like Rob Holding as a backup in defence. Like, out of curiosity, can we pick up these type of players on loan? Yes, they would cost us around 900k, but it's not the worst. The squad must have no more than 2 long-term domestic players on loan though, so do we want to waste our only loan position on Rob Holding? Could we get Ziyech on loan? It's options we've got to be considering at this point, because at the minute, I'm really unsure who we want to bring in, but at the same time, we don't have that much time to be messing around. This is a January window with a short amount of time to bring in the players you need to survive. So I guess my question of this is, who do you think we should sign? Now, the next episode is going to be a few days away, so please make sure you do put in the comments who you think we should sign. January has just got underway. If we go on transfer side of things, you can see we have offered for Paul Robinson to come in as our defensive coach, because again, he speaks English. We need someone who can come in now and get the word across. And for our assistant manager, I've managed to offer a contract for this guy. Now, his personality is a bit of a worry, but in terms of everything else, I think he's not bad, and he will fill the gap for this 6 months. So I'm fairly satisfied with him. If it was a long-term save, his tactics and personality would put me off. But for now, he's not bad. He's not bad. So thank you for watching this. It's been a proper dive in on the first episode, but hopefully you did enjoy it. We're going to join me back on this screen in the next episode as we look for transfers and play the next couple of games. I've been Paul, also known as the Northman, and I'll see you next time.